Okay, so I'm going to show you how to add a whole new page, like from scratch. See here that you have on your website kind of like a start here, what we believe, our core values, all that kind of stuff. So let me show you how you would do something like that. Let's say that you wanted to put that under connect and you wanted to hover over connect and have new things show up. So if you're logged in as an admin, you're going to come down to the bottom and you'll see this bar, and as you come along the bottom you're going to see that there's page properties, what we call block configuration, and I'll come over that in a minute, child pages, page zones, page security, and rock information. Most of the stuff you won't need to deal with, but let's go over these three: block configuration, child pages, and page zones. So what we need to do is understand that first of all, every page has a page zones. So we have here feature, then you have sub features, you have section A, section B, C, D, and then you have your footer. And your footer would be all that content similar to like what you have down here. Okay. And inside of each one of these, what we call zones, you're going to have block configuration. So, like in this, since there's nothing in here, let's just in this here, let's click on this, and we're going to add, let's say, just really easy, an HTML block that we'll call test. Okay, and the title is simply for internal purposes. So now, like if I were to, you see it just refreshed, if I were to come down here and hit the block editor, you see I have a block that I can edit. I'm just going to put in here HTML. So header 1, and I'm just going to be, this is a test. Okay. Now I could also do that. I wrote in that code, but I could use the code editor, switched over to WYSIWYG, put this is a test. This is going to drive me nuts. There we go. Select that text and hit H1 and just do it that way. Now when I hit save, you'll see that that shows up there. Okay. Now if I wanted to get rid of that, I would just hit, so let me go through that a little bit slower. I'm going to hit block editor, hit the little arrow, see there, that's where that title came from, and hit X to get rid of it. And if I want to edit a block, I hit the little pencil icon. You can see here that this is some what we call like lava, but it reads the global address that's put into the system, and it spits it out right there. But you can edit there. Okay. So understanding that, let's create a child page of the not of the home page. Let's click on connect and create a child page here. You can see that we have a bunch right there. Since it's already there, let's just well, what you would do here is you would simply hit this, and let's just do core values. Okay, it's going to show up right here. Now, core values. Okay, you're going to see that there's nothing there because we need to add something into the zone. So we're going to add HTML. Text. We hit done, and now we're going to edit that we just added by hitting the pencil icon. So I'm going to go ahead and grab your text. from here our core values, and it's laid out just like in a bullet format, so I'll show you how to do that. Ah. Internet's being really slow. Okay, let's just start over. admin.winnacity.org. When I work, I like to have them both set up so I can go to the external and also have the internal open at the same time. Okay, so we said we're going to connect, we said we're going to go to core values, and we're going to edit this block right here, core values text. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, now I need to go grab that text again. Our core values. There we go. I'm going to put that text in just like this, and you'll see when it comes out it looks kind of like that. So when we paste this, let's put it in here and see if we know it doesn't. Okay, so we got to format it. So our mission, life-giving church for faith becomes a reality. We're just going to see, okay, so that's indented, our mission. Core values. This is like an H1. Our mission be similar to like an H3. Even smaller than that, I think. Let's do H4. Life-giving church where faith becomes reality. We're going to italicize that. And let's just, let's see here. Indent it, I think. There we go, just like that. And then our vision. I think we said H4. Win a city. Italicize and indent. What's the DNA of our church? H4. Loyalty to unity. How do we have that? What's the DNA? Loyalty, integrity, friendship, and teamwork. So loyalty, integrity, friendship in our community, church and family, and teamwork in our community, church ministry, and special events. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to italicize these, we need to indent these, and then we're going to bold, because that's how they... So this is just kind of a sample of how you could do this. Obviously, you can do it differently. 12 characteristics of our church. We said this is an H4. And loyalty, how do we have these? Okay, we did it in the left format. Okay, so loyalty, integrity, friendship, and teamwork. And we're going to indent again. Let's bold these. So that people kind of get the idea of what we're doing here. And okay, so we're not going to put a display from on there because we want it to show up all the time. But once we hit that, you can see now how that shows up. So that's kind of how you, if we hit connect, now you've got your core values, and that's how that works. So that's a simple HTML format, and you can add pages that way. Now let's say we were going to let's add a staff section. So add some images and staff and all that. I'm going to do that in a separate video, so that'll be coming up.